Is Samsung finally fixing the battery issues with its foldable phones this year? That's the question many users are asking, especially those who have been waiting for real improvements in battery life. And now, with some new certification, details out, we have a clearer picture of what to expect from the upcoming Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Galaxy Z Fold 7. But depending on which one you're eyeing, the news may either get you excited or leave you a bit disappointed. Let's start with the Galaxy Z Flip 7, which seems to be getting a noticeable upgrade. According to a fresh certification listing from UL Demco, this phone will feature two battery units. One of them is rated at 1,289 mAh, and the other is at 2,985 mAh. Together, they make up a combined minimum capacity of 4,174 mAh. Most likely, Samsung will round that off and advertise it as a 4,300 mAh battery. This is actually a solid jump from the Flip 6, which had a battery rated at 4,000 mAh. An extra 300 mAh might not sound huge on paper, but in day-to-day use it can mean more screen-on time, fewer moments of low battery stress, and overall smoother performance, especially when paired with a more power-efficient processor. For people who like the Flip series for its compact form but have always wished for a bit more endurance, this is a step in the right direction. Now, onto the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And this is where things don't look as promising. The same certification. Listing confirms that the Fold 7 will use two battery modules, one rated at 2,126 mAh and the other at 2,146 mAh. That brings the total to 4,272 mAh, just like the Fold 6. So once again, Samsung is expected to promote this as a 4,400 mAh battery, with no actual increase in capacity. This might come as a letdown for Fold fans, especially because there are strong rumors that the Fold 7 will have slightly larger displays and a new 200-megapixel camera sensor. Bigger screens and more powerful camera features usually mean higher battery consumption, so keeping the same battery size could raise concerns about endurance. You'd expect a phone at this level, especially with its premium price tag, to have a bit more under the hood, at least in terms of battery. Could Samsung be relying on a new processor or improved software to squeeze out better efficiency? Possibly. That has worked to some extent in the past, but it's always a gamble to rely solely on efficiency improvements without changing the actual battery hardware. Plus, other rumored specs like charging speeds aren't changing either. It looks like both devices will stick with 25-watt wired charging and 15-watt wireless charging, just like last year. So if you were hoping for faster recharging, that's off the table too. That said, there are still a few design upgrades worth mentioning. The Fold 7 is expected to be thinner than its predecessor, which could be a priority for some users who care more about comfort and portability. On the other hand, the Flip 7 might come with a larger 4-inch cover display, making it more functional when the phone is closed and possibly reducing the need to open it so often, another way to indirectly save battery. Foldable phone competition is heating up, but Samsung seems to be playing it safe. While brands like Honor, Oppo, and Motorola push stylish designs, Apple's foldable is still a year away. So is the Flip 7's battery boost enough? And is the Fold 7 doing too little? Tell us what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tech updates.
These issues frustrated Pixel owners, overshadowing the phone's many strengths. Now it looks like Google is repeating history with the Pixel 9a. Recently, YouTuber Sahil Karol managed to get his hands on the device before its official unveiling and shared key details in an unboxing video. The phone, shown in a purple iris color, comes with the Tensor G4 processor and 8 GB of RAM. However, the biggest concern is the modem. While the rest of the Pixel 9 series is expected to use the newer Exynos 5400 modem, the Pixel 9 reportedly sticks with the older Exynos 5300, the same one found in the Pixel 8 lineup. This raises serious concerns because Pixel 8 users have already complained about weak 5G performance and excessive battery drain when using mobile data. If the Pixel 9a is equipped with the same outdated modem, it may suffer from similar problems. For buyers who rely on a strong network connection, this could make the Pixel 9a a risky purchase. The phone is set to launch officially on March 19th, so it won't be long before users find out if these concerns are valid. For those thinking about getting the Pixel 9a, this situation presents a difficult choice. Should you risk buying a phone that might struggle with connectivity or wait for the Pixel 10 later in the year? A reliable modem is crucial, especially in emergencies when you need to make a call or access the internet without interruption. If the Pixel 9a has the same issues as the Pixel 8, weak signals and battery drain, it could be a frustrating experience for users who expect better from Google. Many had hoped that Google had learned from the mistakes of the Pixel 6, where poor modem quality made the phone hard to recommend. While later models showed some improvement, network performance has remained a weak point for Pixel devices. By using an older modem instead of upgrading to the latest one, Google may be making a cost-cutting decision that could negatively impact the user experience. As someone who has dealt with these issues firsthand on the Pixel 6 Pro, I know how frustrating it is to use a phone that doesn't offer reliable connectivity. While Google has made impressive progress in areas like AI features and camera technology, network reliability is just as important. If the Pixel 9 follows the same pattern as previous models, it might not be the best choice for users who need a stable connection throughout the day. What do you think? Should Google have upgraded the modem in the Pixel 9a, or is this an acceptable trade-off for a budget-friendly device? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news. Samsung is stepping up its game in the mid-range smartphone market with the introduction of the Galaxy A36 and A56. These new models bring several upgrades, particularly in the camera department. One of the biggest highlights is that they are the first Samsung mid-range phones to support 10-bit HDR video recording, a feature previously exclusive to flagship devices. This means users can now capture videos with richer colors and a wider dynamic range, making them look more professional. The front camera on both phones features a 12-megapixel sensor with an f2.0 aperture, allowing more light to enter the lens. This improves low-light photography and enhances selfie quality. The most notable change is that these front cameras now support 4K video recording at 30 frames per second in 10-bit HDR, a significant step up from the previous Galaxy A35 and A55 models, which were limited to 8-bit recording. This upgrade results in better detail, improved color accuracy, and an overall smoother video experience. On the back, both the Galaxy A36 and A56 come with a 50-megapixel primary camera equipped with optical image stabilization, OIS, and phase detection autofocus, PDF. These features help reduce motion blur and ensure sharper images even in unsteady hands. The A36 includes an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, while the A56 offers a slightly better 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, giving users more flexibility when capturing wide-angle shots. Both models also come with a 5-megapixel macro camera, which is useful for close-up shots, though some users might prefer a zoom lens instead. Samsung is clearly aiming to bring premium features to its mid-range lineup, but one feature is still missing: 4K video recording at 60 frames per second. While the current video quality is a major improvement, adding this capability in future models could help Samsung compete even more effectively with brands like OnePlus and Motorola. However, not all changes may be welcomed by users. One significant difference in these new models is the removal of the microSD card slot. This means storage expansion is no longer an option and users must rely solely on the built-in storage. The Galaxy A36 and A56 come in two options: 128 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes. While this may be enough for many people, those who store a lot of media might find it limiting. Samsung does offer the Galaxy A26, which still includes a microSD card slot and supports up to 2 TB of expandable storage, making it a viable alternative for users